A professional is someone who can do his best work when he doesn't feel like it. Not my words, the words of Alistair Cook that I looked up online. This is going to be about the PlayStation Pro and whether it's worth it to even get it or to just play it on a regular PlayStation. My name is Rob from Ungeek and I'm with a
Nico.
very confused.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused. What was that intro for?
You just saw me going for a code, and Nicola was wondering, why are you
How
doing
does this relate to Death Stranding?
That's not my words. It's Alistair Cook.
Okay.
So yeah. So anyway, on that topic of professionalism, we're now going to be discussing Death Stranding. It's going to be out in a bit. At the time of this coming up, you're going to be getting it on November 8th, probably a week from when this comes up. Depends on editing.
Okay.
But once again, we're professionals, and that's why it's going to be on by then. All right.
Hopefully.
What a great intro to this
Yeah.
video. Okay. So Death Stranding doesn't need a PS Pro. The PS Pro treatment. So Nico, tell me what your experience was.
Well, I played on the Slim. So let's start from there. So from what I've read, Death Stranding is designed to play well even on the base PS4. And in my experience, the PS4 Slim played the game really well still. I was still impressed with how the graphics look. The game was pretty. Like, it's not surprising now that I think about it because it uses the Decima engine, the same engine used in Horizon Zero Dawn, which is, again, I think you'll agree with me, Horizon is a pretty game.
Horizon is super pretty.
Yeah. So, but unlike Horizon, which had more vibrant colors, Death Stranding had a more photorealistic palette.
Right. Photorealistic, okay. Right, I will agree with that.
I mean,
it was
it's not-
actually even the scenery, which you get a lot of because it's a lot of environment.
I mean, it's
it
not
was definitely pretty.
photorealistic per se, but it's a more realistic style.
Right.
Which suits the tone of the game really well. So aside from being pretty, performance-wise, I didn't experience much slowdown on the Slim in my 50-odd hours of playtime on Death Stranding, except for a handful of times, but those, again, are a handful of times that were few and far between. Not even during major combat missions did I experience those slowdowns. Just, I'm not at liberty to say because
Because we are under
fear
the
of
law of embargo.
spoilers. But yeah, those slowdowns were not enough to ruin my experience. In fact, I had to think, did I experience? Oh, just a bit. So overall, I love the performance of the game on the Slim. I think it works well on the PS4 base if you have an OG or if you have the Slim.
Right. And now, for the professional,
Ah.
my intro, or the professional difference, the Pro. I played in the PS4 Pro just to see the difference, and honestly, I do not know what you're talking about in terms of the slowdowns. I did not experience any. It was pretty smooth. Going, I guess, and when I showed Nico, so I invited him over, told him what's the difference because he played on both. I mean, he played on Slim and he's seeing me play on Pro, and I told him, so what's the big difference for this? And all he said was that, oh, it loads faster. Not
A bit?
not too much faster.
Tiny
Not too much
bit,
faster, but it's more of there were a lot of details. There was better resolution. That's what Nicola just kept on
So-
saying. And the thing is, I enjoyed my time. Do tell me the differences that you observed seeing both.
Okay. So from the get-go, what I noticed was that Sam looks better
Right.
on the Pro. Like, it looks much more detailed in a way. Like, you can see more of the details on the cargo that he's carrying,
Nice,
on his
right?
equipment. Everything looks clearer, sharper. Even the landscape as well. Like, when you're traveling, I noticed that there's a bit more grass. If I'm not mistaken, like, it's more full. Overall, much sharper. I'm willing to believe that the PS4 Pro runs it on a higher resolution. Not sure exactly what the resolution is because from our end,
Oh, we're totally not doing this with stats.
Yeah,
We're-
this is not a technical analysis of the
for all
differences.
of you, sorry for the late heads up. This is not a technical analysis of how
Yeah.
good the PlayStation Pro is. This is us telling you from an experiential level.
This is an eye test.
Right,
is
pretty
what
much.
it is.
We're taking it by eye. We took a look at it, and the best thing that you can tell is that hey, it does feel a bit different.
Yeah.
Hey, it does look pretty decent. Hang about, and it's actually pretty good looking as compared to, because I did see the game from Nicholas, and I was there during his first few hours of gameplay, and yeah, there were certain differences. Take into account though that he was playing on a TV. I'm playing on a monitor, but there were certain details that Nico will share that was present for the Pro.
Yeah, I think aside from the resolution difference, just in the cutscenes as well,
Right.
they look better. But I didn't think there was any frame rate difference.
Okay,
I think both of them ran it at 30.
all right, yeah,
Again, this is from an eye test.
right. So
Uh,
don't quote us on that, but that's
yeah.
at least how we felt about it.
I would have appreciated different graphics mode like God of War did. God of War had performance versus resolution mode on the Pro. Death Stranding does not have that option.
Right.
I would have appreciated that if you have a Pro and you want slightly more frames instead of a resolution bump. But hey, still, overall the Pro undoubtedly offers the better experience. But I would say that it's not a requirement to enjoy the game fully.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about that. So yeah, so it's not required, right?
Yes.
I for one, who how he's explained it, I sort of saw the difference. You know what? If you're thinking about whether you should upgrade for Death Stranding, I'm gonna tell you, probably depends on how much money you have. If you're totally,
Depends on how much of a Kojima fanboy you are.
if you're Scrooge McDucking it, and with the money bin and everything, with all the Kojima coins, and you just love Kojima so much, then sure, upgrade to a PS Pro for it.
Yeah, because the difference is quite noticeable.
Right. However, it might be the smart choice to, just like sit back a bit, because it is the holiday season. You're gonna get a sale. Or if you care to wait for longer, PS5's coming out next year.
Yeah.
So, stick it out with the PlayStation that you have. Or, borrow your rich friends
Your rich friend's
PlayStation Pro. Keep it a secret from him that Death Stranding's coming out. So, yeah. Okay, so that's our thought. Those are our thoughts for the PlayStation Pro, if you need it or you don't. Now, how about a little bit of quick thoughts on the game?
Okay. I reviewed the game. If you want to read the full review, check the description down below. But for now, quick summary. I love the game. I think it's a new type of action game, as Kojima promised. Instead of focusing on combat, it focused on traversal. And I think it did it well. The fact that it made the game, they made a game that focuses on traversal, and they put out a polished experience, is worthy of praise. Especially the fact that everything is tied together well. The story, the gameplay, and the central message.
Yeah. So the thing is, on my end, I'm already going to tell you, this game is a divisive game. And seriously, you're either gonna love it or hate it. It plays around with a lot of new concepts. And the thing is, for me, for the people who are considering it, story is a bit slow. That's the one major thing. Now, if you want a detailed discussion on why this game is good or why this game is meh or whatever it is for you, we actually have our review up right now. And as an added bonus to you guys, we did a review read along. If you want to check those out, links are also in the description below. So yeah, have fun guys. It's a week till the release of Death Stranding. There's so much hype about it. Regardless of what we say, I still believe it's worth playing. So yeah, that's all we have for this video. We hope you enjoyed this. Do check out that live review reading. Well, it's not live. Sorry, I keep on saying live. But do check that out. We're trying out a new format, hopefully to give a bit more life into the review process. Hope you like it. Let us know what you think in those videos by checking out the links below. Thank you so much, guys. And like I said, let's keep up that hype for that Death Stranding that's coming a week later. Until next time, this has been Rob, this is Nicolo,
Yo.
and keep on gaming, boys and girls. See you next time.